Hello viewers, and welcome to yet another episode of Crime and Road Safety Watch, a program that is proudly brought to you by your police service, the Zimbabwe Republic Police, with the primary aim of cementing police-public synergies in the fight against crime. I feel pretty excited to rejoin you after being away for a while. Elliot Kudzai Ganyani is my name. Human life is sacrosanct and should be treated as such. It is, however, disturbing that a lot of police stations around the country receive murder cases on a daily basis. What really is happening with our brothers and sisters who opt to kill when it's only noble to save life? We spoke to the acting spokesperson for the Criminal Investigation Department, that is Detective Assistant Inspector Rachel Muteweri, about this and more.
It is quite worrisome that we continue to witness loss of life due to wanton disregard of human life by some unruly elements in our communities. Murder cases are on the rise with each and every passing day, and these murder cases are emanating from beer drinks disputes, witchcraft accusations emanating from infidelity issues, as well as cases of ritual killings. It is also disturbing to note that we still have people out there who believe in ritual killing. Imagine somebody killing his own kinsman for self-enrichment. It's quite disturbing. In the recent case that occurred in Gokwe, the father killed his son for self-enrichment. Honestly, we cannot allow such acts to continue. Coming on to issues to do with infidelity, yes, whatever the effect might be, we cannot deny or say that a person has been involved in infidelity issues, but that doesn't warrant the killing of somebody. It is disheartening to note that after committing the crime, the accused person ends up committing suicide, a situation which is quite disturbing. In most cases, the accused persons never think of the consequences of their actions to their immediate family, the society, and even the country at large. Let us not allow our emotions to override our mental states. We should find a third party who should come in handy to assist us in resolving our differences in the event that we have arguments in the family. When we are talking about third parties, we are talking about community leaders in our communities, the police, church leaders, and any other person who is capable of offering assistance or help. Then we also have murder cases that are emanating from witchcraft accusations. It is very disturbing to note that most of the victims in these murder cases are the old age. Let us have the respect for the sanctity of human life. Let us respect the elders in our communities. Violence does not solve anything. Let us shun violence at all costs.
Moving on to Mashonaland East Province, where police in Murewa apprehended a man for cases of unlawful entry into premises and theft. His arrest led to the recovery of goods worth over 25,000 United States dollars.
We recently recovered several household goods worth approximately 25,000 US dollars in Chinake village, Chief Mankwende Murewa. After receiving a tip-off to the effect that the two suspects by the name Benjamin Muzerengi, 28, and Give Mogo Koko, 37, were committing unlawful entry and theft cases in areas surrounding Murewa and storing the loot in Chinake village. We swiftly reacted to the information, and upon arrival at the scene, police officers found the two wives of the suspects, who indicated a two-roomed house staged with stolen property. We then collected the goods to the police station, as well as picking the wives of the two suspects for further investigations. More than 50 people came to the station and positively identified their properties. So far, we have cleared 20 cases that were being investigated at ZRP Murewa and CID Murewa in a period which extends from 2020 up to date.
Ndakasikuona pamba papazwa wakapinda nepawindo wakaba zvinhu ndikaenda kupolisi kunoripota. Ndakaripota ndikasiya phone number dzangu, ndikasiya madetails angu ese. Saka ndakaona nezuro ndafonerwa kuti kune zvinhu zvarikavwa uyai muone. Saka izvozvi ndiri paMurewa police station ndiri kunzwa kufara, ndaona zvinhu zvangu zviripo. Saka ndiri kutenda mapurisa epaMurewa center kuti ari kuita basa.
Ndakabirwawo zvinhu zvangu mugore rino muna March. Sekurudziro yemapurisa vanoti kana wabirwa zvinhu zvako enda unoripota nenguva. Saka inini nekudaro ndakafonerwawo ndiri kuHarare uko. Ndikauyawo nechimbi ndikakwanisa kuwana pane zvinhu zvangu zvandakabirwa. Saka ndinokurudzirawo kune vakabirwa zvinhu zvavo kuti ngadai makwanisa kuti pamunobirwa uyai chimbi muchitaura kumapurisa vakubatsirewo kuti zvinhu zvenyu zvirikavwe vachikwanisawo kutsvaga mbavha dzavo nenguva dzisati dzatengesa nekutiza nezvinhu.
Still in Mashonaland East Province, the ZRP is investigating the death of a 75-year-old man who died at a time where he was purportedly seeking a family cleansing at a shrine. The Zimbabwe Republic Police is still carrying out investigations to find out what really transpired leading to the death of this man. Meanwhile, anyone with information that may help should contact any nearest police establishment. What a sad story that is, and from that disturbing story, you join me in the second segment where we visited Mount Darwin with the Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe on road safety issues. Road accidents are undesirable. Now, in line with this, the Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe launched the road safety campaign as we head towards the Heroes and Defence Forces holidays. The launch happened at Mount Darwin Hospital in Mashonaland Central Province. Honorable Michael Madiro read the speech on behalf of the Minister of Transport and Infrastructural Development, that is Honorable Felix Mona.
This year's Heroes and Defence Forces holiday safety campaign is running under the theme, "A road is shared space, save lives." What we are basically alluding to is that in order to achieve sanity on the roads, everyone must learn to share the space by respecting other road users. As the country gears up for the Heroes and Defence Forces holiday, it is important once again to highlight the significance of road safety as we anticipate increased traffic on our roads. In this regard, I wish to appeal to all road users to adhere to the rules of the road. It is truly tragic that the majority of accidents and deaths are attributed to reckless driving. These fatalities do not only cause enormous pain and suffering to the victims and their families, but are also a huge cost on our economy, estimated at 3% of GDP each year. In line with His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, Comrade Dr. E. Mnangagwa's mantra of "no one and no place should be left behind," we continue to foster an inclusive approach to road safety. Road safety is not the responsibility of government alone. Thus, the need for an all-stakeholders approach, which includes the community, individuals, business, and all of us. As you are witnessing here, we have stakeholders from across all the 5 pillars of road safety management system. We have the Zimbabwe Republic Police, bus operators, the media, business people, government officials, health practitioners, and members of the civil society. It is government's view that these stakeholders should work closely with the Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe, which has a statutory mandate to lead programs that promote road safety in our roads. I am advised that this Heroes and Defence Forces holiday campaign will have 37 mobile teams of traffic safety officers and the Zimbabwe Republic Police traffic officers deployed on all the major highways throughout the country. The objective of this Heroes and Defense Forces Holiday Road Safety Campaign is to reduce road fatalities throughout the country. Our national target under the National Development Strategy 1 is to reduce road crashes, injuries and fatalities by 25% by the year 2025 and 50% by the year 2030. With all hands on the deck, we can achieve the target. In line with the principle of devolution, we have chosen to launch the 2023 Heroes Holidays Road Safety Campaign here in Mount Darwin. As we all know, Mashonaland Central is a farming region. As such, we encourage our farmers to avoid overloading, traveling at night, drinking and driving without licenses. In addition, we explore our farmers to avoid using scotch cars without reflectors, transporting farm produce with lorries and trucks that are not fit for the road.
One of the pillars for the Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe, in fact, to be precise, the fifth pillar for the Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe has to do with post-crash management. In line with this, during the campaigns or the launch of the campaigns, the Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe donated 90 mattresses, 90 pairs of sheets, as well as 90 blankets at Mount Darwin Hospital for post-crash management.
As Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe, one of our key responsibility is post-crash management. What it means after the crash, which we are trying to prevent at any cost, we are duty-bound to make sure that we take care of those that have survived the crash. This has brought us to Mount Darwin, where we recently witnessed an accident. In this accident, a number of people were killed and several others were injured. In response to that, we saw it fit as Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe to bring a humble donation of 90 mattresses, 90 blankets, and 90 pairs of sheets. It is our duty and responsibility as Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe to do this gesture countrywide. Where we see there is need for support, we'll then come in and do the support.
This is time for the holidays and the very time when parents and guardians spend more time with the children. But however, the police is concerned with sexual offences targeted at minors.
It is the duty of every parent, every guardian, every person to take care of our children. We know that with family social structures where sometimes you might be living with members of the extended family. Parents, may I hasten to say, even as you go to your workplaces, you need to be careful who you leave your vulnerable girl child with. We have received cases where parents go on their ordinary day-to-day work and they leave their children in the hands of these extended family members. We are recording cases of sexual assault, cases of rape, cases of indecent assault, cases of aggravated indecent assault being perpetrated by those that we have left our children place of trust. In some circumstances, we also sent our children back to school for extra lessons or to some homes of teachers where we trust the teachers to say, can you have one-on-one, lessons with my girl child? I want to warn you today, we have recorded cases where sexual assault has been perpetrated upon our children by the teachers whom we have placed our trust. Even as we go to our workplaces and we leave our children, we need also to be careful. If we send them even on errands, who are they going on with? We have recorded situations where our children have been raped, have been mugged, taken into a car, only for our loved children to be raped in cars. Sometimes also raped in secluded places when we send them on errand. To our beloved children, I want to say, as you continue maybe with your rest during these holidays, please do not entertain strangers. Do not entertain people that you do not know. Even in the home, when you see a relative that you stay with showing signs of affection towards you, may you quickly inform your parents, may you quickly inform even your guardian that, this one, the way he's acting towards me, I don't like it. Don't keep it to yourself. If you keep it to yourself, one day you may end up being sexually violated and become a victim of sexual rape and assault. And also, even as you travel, maybe doing your errands and your duties, please do not board vehicles that you do not know. Do not entertain those who call you to say, come into my vehicle, let's go to this place. Avoid those people. Avoid even friends who want to take you to some parties that you are not aware of. Avoid friends who want to take you to some places that you are not aware of. Some are falling victim to what is commonly known as Vuz parties because they've been invited without knowledge of what is happening there.
From that story, please do not move an inch. Join us in the third and final segment. It is the third and final segment of Crime and Road Safety Watch. Children are back for the holidays, and in the streets there is abuse of drug and substances. Who should protect these children? We spoke to Detective Assistant Inspector Tendai Muchengi of the Drugs and Narcotics in the Criminal Investigation Department.
As CID Drugs and Narcotics, we are concerned about the proliferation of cases of drug and substance use which are being done by our children. So today we come with a message to parents on how they are supposed to monitor their children, especially this school holiday. So we are saying, parents and guardians, monitor your children 24/7. Be on the lookout for them and know where they are playing, know wherever they go, and also know the type of friends they interact with. Now the issue of drug and substance use requires a multi-sectoral approach. Everyone have got a role to play. To you parents, we are urging you to report all those drug dealers who are selling drugs in your communities. Don't be intimidated by those drug dealers who say they are more connected. Just to go and report to your nearest police station, or you can just get in touch with us on our WhatsApp number, which is 0712 800 197.
We now move to Mashonaland West Province, where the Criminal Investigation Department in Chinoi received a shot in the arm following a timely donation of a vehicle by the Business Against Crime Forum of Zimbabwe. Backforce.
On behalf of the Commissioner General of Police, I would want to appreciate the gesture that has been extended to us as CID Mashonaland West. This gesture will go a long way in assisting our detectives when they are doing their work, in particular mobility, which is very essential in our day-to-day work. I am convinced that because of this donation, we are going to ensure that we deliver our services to the satisfaction in the fight against crime. I also want to implore the members of the community to join hands with our Business Against Crime Forum of Zimbabwe, in particular Chinoi chapter CID, to ensure that we continue and maintain this vehicle in this state.
We got together as a community in Chinoi, realizing that the police in this area did not have a vehicle to attend to crimes. We took it upon ourselves to raise money to make sure that the police are mobile. And we thought if they have their own particular vehicle, it's easier for them to attend to crimes immediately, as soon as possible. And after that, they can attend to most crimes, and it'll be safer for us.
In another case, the Zimbabwe Republic Police is appealing for information that may help to locate Simbarashe Mpofu, aged 54, of Hopley, Zone 6, Harare, who went missing on the 6th of May 2023. Simbarashe Mpofu left home and did not mention his destination. He was last seen wearing a blue jean, striped red and blue long sleeve t-shirt and black shoes. Meanwhile, the Zimbabwe Republic Police is appealing for information which may assist to locate a minor by the name Gloria Mazivananga, aged 2, who went missing on the 11th of July 2023 at a homestead in Tavera village, Ruzane, in Wedza. She went missing after she was left home in custody of her grandmother, aged 80. Gloria Mazivananga was last seen wearing a grey jacket, brown shoes and a pink woolen hat. Anyone with information that may help to locate any of these people should contact our National Complaints Desk number on 0242 703 631 or WhatsApp number 0712 800 197 or report at any nearest police establishment. From those stories, we now move on to people who are on the police wanted list. Chikato Police is looking for 2 people for rape cases. That is Zivanai Kaningoni, age 37, of house number 1936 Tembo Street, Mucheke B in Mashingo, and Rudolph Rimai, age 48, of house number 7050 Shoot Street, Target Copy, also in Mashingo. Chikato Police is also looking for Linao Manyeruke, age 26, of house number 10877 Samson Mundondo Street, Mucheke F in Mashingo, for a case of armed robbery. The Zimbabwe Republic Police is also appealing for information that may lead to the arrest of Everesto Magaisa, aged 49, who is being sought in connection with a case of murder which occurred near Mare River, Chibaya village, Ruzane, in Wedza on the 26th of March 2023. The suspect fatally assaulted his mother, Faustina Magaisa, aged 83, after accusing her of witchcraft. Should you have information that may help to locate any of these wanted people, please feel free to visit or contact any nearest police establishment. Alternatively, you can link with us on any of the following details. Our National Complaints Desk number is 0242 703 631. You can visit our website www.zetrapi.gov.zw. Email us on feedback@zetrapi.gov.zw. You can also get in touch with us on our Twitter handle @PoliceZimbabwe or like us on our Facebook page Zimbabwe Republic Police. To those who may have missed any of our previous episodes, do not despair, as you can watch all Crime Watch episodes on our Zetrapi YouTube channel, Zimbabwe Republic Police. It really has been a pleasure having you along on this week's episode of Crime and Road Safety Watch. From the crew behind the scenes, the Zetrapi Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe, and of course myself, Elliot Kudzai Ganyani. It really has been a pleasure. Have a pleasant view.